All right, while that is perking, okay, you better perk up there, kiddo. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go lift some weights. Does it have to be wild and crazy and on and on and on with it? No. And by the time I come back, that will be done. As I make a big mess everywhere and my curtain doesn't want to go up. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, I'm ready. Okay, so here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You are seeing it. Yes, you are. This is my new friend. And this is my new friend. These are all my summer clothes that have to go in a box and up the stairs. But that's my other new friend. I'm gonna get healthy today. I am working my shoulders, my bicep, my tricep, even right here on both sides, right here, my forearms, my wrist, my chest, my upper back, and we are good to go. So I will see you when I am a little bit stronger. Okay, so you know that I do believe that this bar weighs 30 pounds, so you don't need any weights on it, okay? Just use this, and then you could add a little tiny weight. It's not all about, oh, I gotta do this, that, and the other thing. You do want to rip your muscles because that is what's going to build them, but it's not going to build them the way you're thinking, okay? It's not big and bulky. You would have to lift an immense amount of weight with shorter reps. Does that make sense? So I'm just using the bar. I have the bench flat right now, and I'm going to move it up on the bar. There's a bar that goes across here, and I'm going to keep doing that. And I'm going to hit all the different areas of the chest because, you know, the body wants to get lazy and it wants to do things that you don't want it to be doing. So we want to always, this was always one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so let me get back to work. You know, when you lift your weights, whatever they are, when you're coming down, don't be such in a rush to bring down and then up and then down and thinking, oh yeah, look at me. No, it's slow. And then when you push it up, when you're pushing, you're going to breathe out. That's going to be your helper, is that breath out, okay? And then you breathe in, and then, and you do everything slow and purposeful. Because if you could do it slow, then your muscles are strong, right? Because think about it. It's real super easy to just like whip something across the room that's heavy, right? Oh yeah, there you go, yeah. But if you purposely, now you know your muscles are stronger. So I'm just going to do 3 sets of all these. I got 1 more to go. And slow and purposeful, okay? After you do your weights, you always want to exercise it just a little bit more. So you're isolating it. So after the chest, I'm done. I put it back on the bar there. And then I take my hands and I push like this, real strong, like for 4 seconds, you know, to squeeze that, just that little extra. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. That's how you have to think, strong and healthy. Just because we're getting older doesn't mean we get weaker. Oh no. And what happens if you don't build up your muscles? Guess what happens? Yes, you pee them out. So you don't even have to use weights. Maybe you have. You know what I used to use? I used to use cans. Yes, cans like with vegetables, my green beans, whatever you have. Just use those. It doesn't matter. Maybe you don't want to use those. Maybe you just want to use your own strength. Just keep moving. Woo! Okay, onward. Okay, so now I put the bar from, there was no bar. I just let the seat rest on here, and now I went up 1. See how it's a little incline now? So skirt and all. Exhale. Breathe in. Slow and purposeful. Think about your muscle working. And if you have to pause at the top, you pause. If it can get you another 1 or 2. Getting stronger. Fitter, fatter. Now that was, I believe, 10, but I'm going to try to squeeze out just a few more. One more, Lisa. Come on. Could I go longer? Yes. But I don't wanna. Now I'm gonna do that squeeze I was talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze it. Yeah. Yes. Now we'll do 2 more of those sets, and then we're gonna move it up even higher. Stronger, stronger. No one's gonna stop me now. Oh no, we're gonna get ghostly. She wants to work out too? You're kidding. This woman just doesn't stop. And you have to rest. Rest for like 30 seconds in between. All right, while we're waiting in between sets, what I just did was, I used to always do it and I stopped doing it. And as you can see, that was not a good idea. But you can take your bottom lip and raise it up. So you're going like this here. And you can feel that muscle working. So you can do that as many times as you want. I like to do anywhere between 20 and 50. And then you can also do your cheeks. These are all muscles in here. So you want to go, because what do you think's moving that over there? Right? A muscle. So you want to do that too. Here we go. Okay, so now I went up another notch. Okay? Because every time you do that, your muscles in your chest, they work in different areas. Before we even had this, I think my husband always had it, but it wasn't always up. I would just use, whenever I did work out, I would use pillows on the floor, right? I'd set them up in the living room. Maybe lean up against the couch and do it that way, just using your cans or just your hands. And as long as you're squeezing, really act like you've got the weights in your hand, make that tight. And you always want to keep your stomach tight, no matter what exercise you're doing. Okay, that's your core. That really is an important role while you're exercising. Your core is really important, and I know because I've had 3 C-sections, and right after the surgery, you cannot move much of anything. Your arms maybe, and your feet. You can come in. And so I realized how much we really do use our midsection. So keep that tight. And see, you could even use, look at, these are 1 pound weights, all right? 1. Okay. Okay, so now, see how I'm higher? It's an awkward position, but it's gonna work. Here we go. Make sure your back is a little curved in, like a hammock, and keep your stomach strong, whether or not you're doing your cans in your living room, whatever it is. Keep your stomach tight and go slow and purposeful, and don't forget to let your breath be your push. Here we go. Slow. Be careful. Come on up and squeeze. Ta-da! Okay, the ghostly woman said she wants to do this with me. So, in between sets, right, you could rest for the 30 seconds, but what I like to do is do something while I'm waiting, and because of my C-sections, I've never been able to really do a complete sit-up, although I'm sure you can work yourself up to it, so there's no excuse for that. I guess I never put the energy into it, but you could, I mean, if I have like my feet tucked under something, or if I have weights in my hand that help me bring it up, then I could do that. But at my incline is when I can personally get my sit-ups in. That works well for me. You could hold weights while you're doing it right here and go up and down like this. All right, so I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Okay, one more set. I can hear my crow friend. Squeeze it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this higher. Okay, so now we're at more of an incline. I'm going to do some sit-ups and show you what I'm talking about. I know you guys are back there, but okay. So as I go, I'm moving my hands back like this because it works my upper back, or you can go like this. That's what I like to do. Watch out for your head. Don't let your hands pull you up. You'll see what I mean when you try it. You could go like that and yank them up, or let your muscles in your stomach do it. Or both. Purposeful. Feel that back muscle. Breathe out on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Now today is not the day that I do the torso, the stomach area. I do that Tuesdays and Fridays. Let me show you some really awesome weights. These adjust. So I think that says 10 without my glasses. You can adjust it to any weight that you want. And you would do this. I'm going to grab, I guess, 10. We'll try that. But you have to adjust it on both sides. Sorry about the lighting. On both of them. And then you would just lift it up. The only one thing I don't like about these weights is that, say you're trying to bring it in like this, they're so wide that it kind of collides with the other one, but you just have to be careful. Otherwise, instead of having a bunch of weights along the wall, you just have these. It's awesome. And you could just add your weight slowly but surely. So now I'm going to do butterflies to hit other parts of the muscle. See, I put the bird seed down. Look how cute. The little birdie. Glad to help. Okay, so now I got my weights. All right, again, slow and purposeful. Slow. Exhale. Now you could bring it up this way or have a little tilt right here at the bottom. Turn your weights in just a little bit, and that will get a different area of your chest. Bring it down nice and comfortable, and exhale. Keep your elbows bent, not straight. Always a little bend, okay? Okay? And then, again, I want to squeeze. And we can work on our sit-ups again. You can hold a weight to your chest. So you could take your bar or take these weights. They're a little bit more uncomfortable, but under the chin. So your elbows are up. I'm going to remove my glasses. Okay? Up under your chin, don't hit your chin. Elbows go high up and down. We're working the shoulders now. Exhale. Inhale. Purposeful. Don't just throw them around, okay? Here we go. You can use cans or nothing at all. Is that 5? Okay, we're going to do that 2 more sets of 10, okay? Again, anywhere, just put pressure. Squeeze. Okay, now we're done with those. In between each set, don't forget to rest. I know I've been saying do cheek things or some sit-ups, but even more than that, rest as well, okay? So, no one's over you with the, a checklist saying, move it, all right? So, I'm going to above my head. We're inhaling and exhaling because we need that help up, right? Anywhere you need the help up or out, whatever it is, you exhale. See how they bang? Slow. Okay, now we rest. You can tighten them up a little bit before you rest, the extra squeeze. Whew. All right. We want to be strong. We want to be solid, okay? We want to be solid so that you can lift many things. You'll be so much stronger. I just love that. Okay. So I'm going to do that 2 more times and I'll show you what else I do. Okay. Now I am going to be working my biceps. I love when these are strong. Yes. All right. You ready? Here we go. They're down by your side. You can make them go in the front this way. Okay. Or you can turn your arms out to the side a little bit. Sorry about the bench being in the way. And up. All right? You can bring them that way. I think today I want to go in the front because I think a couple of days ago I went to the side. So me personally, I'm going to go up. Remember, I need the help, so I'm breathing out. And now I'm going to inhale. And when you get to the top, you squeeze the muscle extra. Okay? Slowly down. And maybe while you're doing this, you might not be able to do as many as on the second set or the third set as you did on the first. That's okay. Whatever you can do, okay? Squeeze and slowly down. Oh yeah. We are building muscle. Woohoo! Now extra squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. They're on fire. Woo! Shake it, shake it, shake it. But don't break it. And yes, I'm coming. The coffee is waiting for me. How can I drink coffee after this? Oh, trust me. It's possible. But of course, water too. We don't want to overload our drinking water because Dr. Berg, That's right. Dr. Berg online, B-E-R-G, says that you flush out your electrolytes, and you can't be doing that. So a moderate amount of water during the day. Plus you get it through food. And I like what he says that, you know, we keep thinking like me, I want to keep going and getting exercise and exercise and exercise. Sometimes my body is so energized that it wants to keep doing that. And oftentimes I go with that. But other times what am I saying? He says it's in the resting, right? So some people, they go and they go and they go with the exercise and they don't see much result. And he says it's because you're overly doing it. It's in the actual resting that you make your gains, okay? So let's do it again and again. Squeezing. Purposely down, right? Down, nice. You can even hold it there if you really wanted to. Make that muscle work. Okay, squeeze, 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 and release it, and it's on fire. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm gonna do that again, and then I'll show you what else I do. Okay, now I'm gonna work the back of the upper arm called the tri. There's 3 muscles there. Triceps. There's so many different ways you can do this, but right now I'm gonna do it one way. You could do it laying on a bench. So say you're laying down, you take the weight and you go behind you, and then on your exhale you bring it up and over, and it's good because you can also squeeze your stomach muscles at the same time. I'm not doing that. Or you can go like this and take those weights or those cans and move it back, okay? Like this here. Right now, I'm just gonna, because these are so big, I'm just gonna take the one, see? Breathe out on the way up. Purposeful. Keep your elbows close to your ears. And now, I'm gonna bring it down. I can feel them working, and I'm gonna squeeze that muscle. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can pump it or just hold it. I like to do both, and then rest. Woo! This is fun. This is fun. I'm getting strong. This is fun. This is fun. And I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. And you can work out as much as you want. You know, before I started doing the weight bench here, I would just do 1 set of each thing and then fly out the door. Hey, it made me 1 step lower than an NFL player in strength, the physical therapist said, so it had to be doing something. But now I'm stepping it up because now I want to see the results. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so I'm going to do that 2 more times, and then I'll show you what else I do. Okay, so now, me personally, I am used to working the back of the shoulder, the upper back, the middle back, all of that. So, you know, like when they're rowing a boat, and even that rowing machine at the gym, I don't have one of those. So I'm going to create it right now for my upper back and my middle back. So I'm going to grab the weights. They're in my hands. See? Okay? And I'm going to keep my feet shoulder width apart. Okay? And I'm going to go down to the ground. There we go. All right? Careful. Go nice and slow. And then on the way up, I'm taking my weights and I'm pulling them back, so I'm visualizing my muscles in my back. Squeeze, okay? And that's where we exhale. All right, inhale. And X. Down to the ground. And even when you go down, You are working those muscles. They're carrying you down and they're lifting you up. Okay? Squeeze. Working those muscles on the way down and all the way up. Shoulder width apart. Okay, do as many as you comfortably can. And I'm just gonna do, I think that was 10 or 11, one or the other. Okay, squeeze the muscles in the back of you. All right, and then relax. I'm gonna do that 2 more times. And then I'll show you what else I do. I'm the woman with no face. Okay, now when you do that exercise, you're working your lower back because it's lifting you up and down. You're working your stomach down below, your hips, everything. You can make everything work. Every single exercise that you do, even though you're working one part of the body, you can work your whole body. So if I'm doing my upper body, I can keep my bottom half strong, right? Always bend your knees, always. And bend your elbows. You never want to keep them straight. Okay, I lessened my weights. They look smaller, don't they? These are 5 pounds. So I like to lean forward a little bit, okay, posture straight. And I'm gonna lift out to the side. See my elbow, how it's bent? That's what I'm gonna do, okay? Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, okay? Hold it up there. Slowly down. Was that 4? Okay, and then again, you can squeeze that. All right, so never mind flopping around everywhere. You're purposefully. Okay, 2 more sets of those. So I keep getting faceless. Okay, so now I want to go outside with the umbrella and drink my coffee with you guys. Would that be nice, huh? Hearing that pitter patter? It's doing it now. All right, we're almost to the end here. I'm going to work the upper back. I love working on that. I don't know why. It just makes me on fire. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right, so I'm down on the ground or bent over, okay? I got my weights. I'm going to keep them down. You want to separate your feet, okay? And your arms are just hanging down. And I'm going to think about my upper back doing all the work. Now, I do these here out to the side or up. Make sure your back is straight. Slow and purposeful. Exhale. Think about your upper back doing all the work. Hold it up there a little bit. All right, and we're gonna let that rest. And again, you can squeeze the back. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to work. So we did the shoulders, we did the tris, the bis. I want to get right here, okay? This muscle here and here, okay? And then we're going to work here and here and the wrist. It's all important. All right, so for right here, I'm going to show you what I do. I keep not like this, but this way here, and you're gonna lift it up. Now these aren't very heavy. Squeeze at the top. All right. Is that 5 or 6? I don't know. 6. My whole body could be tight. squeeze. When you come down, your arms are not straight as a board. They're always a little bent, right? 10. Okay, I'm squeezing it up there and down. All right, and then you can squeeze that up. 2, 3, 4, and shake it out. Ding, ding, ding. All right, so whew, we're gonna do that again and again. So I'll be back, and you keep doing it. Ooh, the ghostly workout. Okay, so we worked here by going this way, right? Now we're gonna work here. That's important when you're trying to open jars and all this here is involved. All right, what I do is I'm gonna take my arms, turn the weights around. So you're like this, like you're gonna do a bicep curl, and you're just gonna roll your wrists up. 1. You're still exhaling and pausing at the top. Okay? So your arm is hanging down with a bend in your arm, okay? So it's not completely straight. You're having a little bend, and you're rolling your wrist, only your wrist, up. And you can even let the weight fall out a little bit, right? Okay? Okay, so the next thing is, now we're gonna work the top of the forearm. Again, you are doing all kinds of things with your hands all day long. You want all of this to be strong, okay? All of it. So, we are going to keep the weight down. All right, sorry about this angle. And you're gonna lift up. Okay? And you're gonna be squeezing at the top too. Okay? What you do to one side, you gotta do to the other. Your muscles are very important. 2, and your upper arm is close to your body. You're not out here doing this. In, okay? Okay, usually I do them together, but I didn't want to show you. All right, I'm gonna do that 2 more times. About 16 years ago, the ghostly woman is here. I leaned over my iguana's cage and I put my hand up against the wall like this, and I hurt my wrist so bad. I had tendonitis, terrible. And I asked the doctor, what can I do about it? So she said, when it stops hurting you, take a 5-pound weight or less and roll. So I've been doing this ever since. It doesn't hurt me any longer. Okay, you do that, and then you go the other way.
What happened?
I was just saying that I pushed my hand up against the wall like this, like to hold myself up, and it hurt my wrist really, really, really bad.
The cage?
No, it was the wall. I had a fence around her,
Why did it
like a hair. I don't know, just hyperextended it or something, just overly stretched it. It was hurt so bad, like so bad. I had to wear all kinds of braces, and you can go up and down.
It's kind of like straining it, but in a different way.
Very much so. Exactly right. Perfect.
That's what happened to my ankle.
Okay, so we're rolling it around. You can take hands or just do the motion of it. Okay? All right, up and down. And you always do that. All right, you can squeeze your fingers and open them. That exercises your muscles. I mean, there were people when I used to work at the nursing home, we used to exercise while I was sitting. So the whole time people were in wheelchairs, and we would do all kinds of exercises and stretches, or maybe they were bed bound, and we would just squeeze our toes like this, you know, just squeezing, and say this is your foot, squeezing your toes and pointing them down. Oh, it feels like a dream. Okay, so our workout is complete. Now I'm going to go stretch. Maybe we'll save that for another time with you guys. And just keep on moving, baby. Just keep on moving, see? Oh wow, I just felt all my bones in my back. Did you hear that? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was like,
Yeah, yeah. All right, just this here. All right, you can go like this. All right, feels wonderful.
you don't even need a tripod. You just put it right there.
Yeah, okay. Stretch it out. Roll it out. I know I just told you that I was stretching another time, but we're doing it lightly here, right? Okay, real light, real quick. All right, now when you go back, you don't throw your head all the way back. It's just like gently back, just gently. All right, gently back. All right, hold it there, hold it there. Roll it out. We're good to go. We're good to go. And now we're gonna make our gains, and I don't mean with fat, but with muscle. We are going to use our muscles all day today, and then we're gonna walk in the rain. Thank you. Woo. All right, I'm coming. The coffee wants me, and I want the coffee.